Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. It's me again. It's Russell Mills. It's November 20th, 2018. I want to say hello to everybody. Hope everybody has a blessed day. This video is going to be about the death of Philando Castile, which happened 2000 on July 5th, 2000. What's it? No, excuse me, July 6th. I'm sorry, July 6th, 2016, when he got killed. This is some information that I didn't know about him, and this is why I say it's so important to do your research on certain things or certain people, because it was a big deal when that happened 2 years ago, and people was like, oh, it was all over the news. But you know, I'm gonna just read. Let's read that I wrote down stuff. This is on Saturday, July 2nd, 2016 at 7:36 p.m. Two black males with handguns entered a Super USA convenient state store in Lauderdale, Minnesota, and stole cash from the register in addition to several cartons of Newport cigarettes. On July 5th, the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension posted photos from the robbery and asked for help in identifying and locating two suspects. Ebola means be on the lookout. Alert was issued for individuals fitting the description of the suspects. On July 6th, 2016, Philando Castile and his girlfriend Diamond Reynolds were pulled over by the police, Jeremy Yanez and Joseph Kozer in St. Anthony, Minnesota. The vehicle also contained Reynolds' 4-year-old daughter from another relationship. This is Officer Jerome Yanez on police radio. I'm going to stop the car. I'm going to check IDs. I have a reason to pull it over. The two occupants just look like people that were involved in a bank robbery. The driver looks more like one of the suspects just because of the wide set nose. That seems like a stereotype right there, but you know what I mean? Who knows? But like I said, who knows what happened? So Castillo was in the possession of a handgun at the time of the stop, and in the following minutes, police officer Jerome Yanez shot Philando Castillo 4 times, killing him. This is after the shooting. Diamond Reynolds began live streaming video on Facebook, which showed a mirrored image leading to many people to incorrectly believe that Reynolds was driving and Castillo was in the passenger seat. Castillo was hunched over unconsciously and bleeding, while Reynolds calmly noted that they were pulled over for a broken taillight and that her boyfriend told the officer he was carrying a firearm, for which he had a concealed carry permit. Okay, so this is the Ramsey County Sheriff later commented on Twitter, noting that Mr. Castillo never applied for a permit to carry with our office. Therefore, we did not issue his permit. This does not mean Castillo did not have a permit, but it was not through the local Ramsey County Sheriff. Okay, and then it says, I guess the Star Tribune, out of Minnesota, said, the Star Tribune is reporting that a source has confirmed to them that Castillo did have a valid permit, but has been independently verified by other media outlets. This is in the video. You can also hear a clearly panicked Officer Yanez yelling, "I told him not to reach for it. I told him not to get his hands off of it," and instructing Reynolds to keep her hands visible due to the weapon being within the vehicle. This is Reynolds continued her commentary in an airy, calm fashion, saying, "Please don't tell me that he's gone, officer. Please tell me that y'all just did that to him. You shot 4 bullets into him, sir. He was just getting his license and registration, sir." It says, after being removed from the vehicle, Reynolds comment, I just got the Roseville police, got me handcuffed. My phone is about to die. I'm on Larpenteur and Fry in Roseville Police Department just shot my boyfriend. They shot him 4 times. He was licensed to carry. We had a busted taillight. Says Castile He worked as a cafeteria supervisor at the J.J. Montero School in St. Paul, Minnesota. So, just to let everybody know. And we had some weed in the car. That's about it. We don't know how much time elapsed between the shooting and the video began streaming to Facebook. But Reynolds' young daughter had already been removed from the vehicle at the time she began broadcasting. See, the video is incredibly graphic, which it is, and the media particularly ran with the narrative of a racist police officer shot innocent black men despite very little known about the encounter other than the video posted by Reynolds. Castile's mother, Valerie, said, "They killed my son. They took a good man, a hard-working man. He worked since he was 18 years old. He lived by the law and died by the law." As of the press time, various fundraising accounts have collected over $200,000 due to the incident. So Minnesota court records show that Castile had at least 55 traffic offenses in Minnesota, including things like driving without a muffler, operating after uh, renovation, and driving without insurance. So the most recent conviction occurred in January, where Castile was charged twice with leaving his vehicle abandoned on a public/private property without consent. Castile was previously convicted for public nuisance, interference, obstructive/render, which is defined as anyone who interferes with, obstruct, or renders danger for passengers, any public highway or right of the way of waters used by the public. This is Castile had also been arrested for possession of marijuana in a motor vehicle and possession of 1.4 grams of marijuana in a motor vehicle, but both charges were ultimately dismissed. Charles Johnson from thegotnews.com had also captured interesting images and video from the social media accounts of both Philando Castile and Diamond Reynolds. And it says in 2011, Castile posted Merry Cripsmas and a Happy Blue Year to Facebook. And it says he was also a member of the Crips Facebook group and is posted next to an individual wearing all blue making C gestures and indicating that he was involved or associated within the Crip gang in some form. Reynolds also posted a meme on her Facebook on July 1st with a black male wearing black blue making Crip gang signs and the text on Crip, it's Friday. Says Reynolds also posted videos of her smoking marijuana in front of her young daughter, including one while she's driving a vehicle, and many other social media posts about getting high and drinking alcohol. Johnson also reported that Castile's Facebook status is single while Reynolds is married, despite the fact that she has written about being a single mother, and there are no references to Reynolds on Castile's Facebook page, despite their heavy activity. And then we had, last but not least, when Barack Obama, when he heard about the incident, Barack said, "When incidents like this occur, there's a big chunk of our fellow citizens that feel as if because of the color of their skin, they are not being treated like the same, and that hurts. That should be all of us." All I gotta say is, I hate when people, and even myself, because, we get caught up into the rapture of nonsense, that we hear about a story and then we just jump right on it like, it's racist, it's racist, it's racist. And I'm not saying that I felt that this man needed to die, because he shouldn't have died, regardless of, whatever the case is. Hopefully he wasn't part of that robbery that I mentioned earlier. Hopefully he was not. Because that wouldn't have been good. You know what I'm saying? Then obviously, the officer would have a right. I'm not saying really to kill you, but they could arrest you. Do I think how played out was good? No. But like I always say to people all the time, even myself, whatever you put into this universe will come back to you, good or bad. You know what I'm saying? From what I heard, he did help Diamond Reynolds with his daughter. That she had another relationship, as he said, that wasn't his daughter, which I didn't know. I thought it was his daughter, but it wasn't, and that's why it's good to know information. And I also saw a YouTube video of Diamond's mother, and she looks like she's attractive. She looks like an attractive black woman. She's probably in her like maybe late 40s, early 50s, maybe probably around that. You know what I'm saying? You could tell she's kind of like you know because I guess she's originally from Chicago. But from what I remember hearing on the video, that Diamond was always on social media, always on Facebook, always on Snapchat, always on this all the time. And I get it. A lot of people on that, but it's like um, I don't understand like some of the things that they were doing as far as her smoking weed on camera, with the daughter. That's not a good example as a mother. Okay. And people could be like, oh, weed ain't a bad thing. Weed ain't a bad. Listen to me. I understand some people need it for medical reasons. I get it. For your body. Sometimes you need it. I guess. Don't abuse it. But a lot of people today, they're abusing the weed and abusing the drugs and all the alcohol. And I say this to black people, we don't need all that crap. But just some of the posts that they that they were posting. Like when I said Reynolds also posted a meme on a Facebook page on July 1st with the black man wearing a blue making Crip gang signs and texting on Crip it's Friday. And it's like and just like when so like I said, this Philando Castile, he wasn't an angel. And nobody is on this planet, so nobody's ever gonna act like, I'm an angel, nobody's an angel. But do I believe that he should have been died the way he did? No, I don't believe that at all. But Diamond Reynolds as a person, I don't know her, never will. But it seems like that, you wasn't, always the best mother too. And maybe I don't know you, but like I said, but my thing is, if you're gonna do smoking weed, making videos about it, talking about alcohol and weed and all that stuff, and your kids in the car, it's like, what kind of example are you setting as a parent? It's like I always feel like this. If you're gonna be on these social media sites, YouTube, Snapchat, Twitter, you know what I'm saying, whatever, you know what I'm saying, try to send a good message to people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't expect everybody to agree with my videos because they're not going to. But like I said, I have a son myself, and I don't want to make sure, and I want to make sure I set an example. That's why I don't do nothing. That's why I don't smoke, drink, do none of that crap. Because number one, if he's around me at the time, if he's around me, and he sees his father doing that, what kind of example am I setting? Then he might want to do that. Or if his mother's doing it, I don't know. I don't know what she does because I'm not around it. But what I'm saying is, let's say they're doing it. What if he becomes like that? What example is he setting? What example are we setting as parents? And some people are going to say, oh, weed ain't bad, this and that, drinking ain't bad. Drinking is not bad. But I'm not going to be on social media trying to make videos about it, meaning like promoting it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do that. That's stupid. And if I was smoking weed, I'm not going to promote any of that. Or if I was doing any of that, my kid wouldn't be knowing that. Okay, but I don't. And just some of the stuff that I was reading about, Philando having what's it saying here? Let me see. He had 55 traffic offenses in Minnesota. Including things like driving without a muffler, operating, driving without insurance. Why would you do that? That's my question. See, this is why I say to the black man, the so-called black man and woman, we set ourselves up for failure each and every single time when we keep doing stupid shit like this. Okay? Like, I have my insurance that I have to pay, which I'm gonna pay by this week. I'm not trying to have myself screwed up. because the laws of Massachusetts, just like the laws any other place, you have to abide by. Period. You have to have insurance. Period. You have to have health insurance. Period. You have to have your license when you're driving a car. Period. It shouldn't be suspended. Every month, I have to pay on my license for an accident that I did back in 2002. I have to pay for this shit for the rest of my life. Every month. If I don't, then I don't have a license. So that's why I try to make sure I go to work and try to do the right thing, because I've done the wrong thing plenty of times in my life. Okay? And as I'm getting older, I don't want to be, I want to be an example for myself and my son and maybe others if they look at me. You know what I'm saying? But for prime example, I want to be set an example for myself. I feel like with this whole situation, shouldn't have went down the way it did. I felt like the officer shouldn't have shot, Philando Castile, the way he did. Hopefully, like I said, allegedly, who knows if he was part of that robbery. I hope he wasn't. But yeah, it was just a whole bad scene. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and I feel sorry for the little girl because she's gonna have to remember that for the rest of her life, and that's crazy, and you know what I mean, it's just too bad sometimes parents put these children in bad situations, and I feel like even I've done that many times. You know what I'm saying, with my son and his mother, and I can at least be a man enough to say that, but. All I'm saying is I pray that little girl down the road ends up, not having nightmares for the rest of her life about this situation. But you never know. And I'm sure if she's not in counseling now, she's probably 6 or 7 now. Who knows? Who knows down the road as she gets older? You know what I'm saying? And as far as Diamond, I hope, you're doing what you have to do as a mother and taking care of your business. But I don't know. I just want the, I just didn't understand it, and it's like I'd rather kind of do the facts of it first instead of just, because there's been times that I've just done videos and just off of my emotions and not really do the the history behind it as much, or write things down or read it, but I think it was a bad situation. You know what I'm saying? It's too bad that he had to go like that. And like I said, but God is the judge. And at the end of the day, I don't feel like a lot of these officers that get away with this stuff, I don't think it's fair. But let me tell you something. Like, I remember one thing that um, Valerie Castile said. I remember seeing a video of her saying that he's gonna meet his maker. That police officer that killed my son. So there is a God, and he will have to answer to that, to his creator. So just like we all will. But yeah, I don't know, everybody, but I wanted to just make a quick video. It's a little bit long, but feel free to go to my channel. You have to type in my name. It's Russell Mills, RussellMills. May 22nd, 2017 was my first video called Why Black People Settle for Less, where I'm talking about the same type of stuff and, the struggles of and why we make stupid decisions as the so-called black man. And we have to stop blaming everybody else and come together as black people, meaning us. When I hear and I just say this, when I hear all these quote unquote celebrities or people on TV saying, "Oh, we just all need to come together as one," and no, we don't. No, we don't. Black people need to come together and stop chasing every other fucking race, except, you know what I'm saying, and get our own money, get our own government, get our own banks, get our own anything. Okay, we don't need help. All it takes is, like I said, and many times, $20 for black people. $10, $20. If you got $20 times, 10,000 black people, that's over $200,000. Okay, if you got 20,000 people times $20, that's over $400,000 of black money. If you got 30,000 black people times $20, that's over $600,000 of black money. that we could use to try to start our own businesses, okay, employ our own people. And even though $500,000 ain't a lot of money, it still would be a start for us. But see, we don't want that. We want a hand and a hug from the white man or woman, and I get it because they got the money. They're the quote unquote epitome of everything in our eyes, which I don't understand why. You know what I'm saying? We could have everything, and there are black people that do own shit, that do have properties, that do. And I want to be one of those black people one day before I die to give my son something, okay, so he can be an owner, not just a worker. But everybody, take care. Have a good day. Peace.